evening, Mzansi. Today we are joined by Lusanda Mbane, known for her grace, compassion and versatility. She's built a powerful presence both on screen and behind the mic. Lusanda is the host of one of the biggest radio shows in South Africa, broadcast on Umhlobo Wenene FM, where she connects with millions of listeners every day. Her journey is one of resilience, purpose and passion. Please help me welcome the gorgeous lady.
What an introduction. Well, thank you.
That's you. Nobody's adding anything. How are you, gorgeous?
I'm great. Thank you so much. I'm amazing. How are you doing?
I'm feeling amazing as well. Sitting next to greatness too. It's going to be a great day.
Oh, well, I thank you. Flattery will get you everywhere.
I know. Now, let's start right at the beginning. You always talk about growing up in Eastern Cape. Can you paint a picture for me about what your time in Eastern Cape was like?
So, a small town called Butterworth, Equa. Yes, that's where I was born and raised. A single mother who kind of was stuck with a child that had bigger dreams than her pocket could carry, but somehow mothers always do it.
They always make a plan.
She did. She took me to good enough schools and she nurtured my dream. And when I was done with high school, I said I wanted to go to Joburg, and she said, the world is your oyster. Off you go, my child. So it's always just been me, my sister, who's 1 year older than me, and my mother against the world.
Oh, that is so beautiful. There's nothing like having a supportive family. What did Lusanda do before you stepped into the entertainment space? What are some of those jobs you had?
Before I had any job,
yes,
I would look in the mirror, carry my deodorant spray,
naturally,
and start singing or acting and hope that there's a TV scout looking in my house for me.
I love it.
That's going to discover me while I'm looking in the mirror in my house. So that's pretty much what I did. So I've always known that I have to be on stage. I think that's all the clarity I had growing up.
Yes.
But then as life would have it, I came to Joburg, and even selecting a school, by the way, I went to, it's now called UJ, but back then it was called Vets Tech.
Yes.
I didn't know the course or whatever. I picked it purely because it was less than a kilometer from the SABC.
Look at that.
I wanted to be there in the midst of all of that.
Just close to everything.
Just close to the action enough. And so they're like, what course? I'm like, oh, let's see, what's the Ini, Mini, Mani, I'll take that one. So, so it was that. So that's how I ended up studying a national diploma at the time in marketing, which I then upgraded to a BCom in marketing. Then I went and did a postgrad in entrepreneurship. So that was all a backup, I'm going to call it that, something to, so to speak, fall back on if
Absolutely.
that didn't work out. As fate or the universe would have it, it did work out, and here we are.
Look at that.
Yeah.
I especially love the fact that you used to be with your deodorant in front of the mirror. But at one point, did you say to yourself that this is actually viable, this entertainment space? It's not just a dream, I can follow it.
So I was in corporate, climbing the ladder.
Yes.
I must say I did quite well in corporate too.
I don't
because
doubt it too.
The challenge became that in the corporate space, all I did was make people sing and dance. Like if there was anything that needed to be taught, I'd gather them and teach them a routine.
Let me teach you.
Yes. So everybody was just like, do you actually ever do the work that you paid to do?
Do you work here?
Maybe you should just go and be on TV. And so slowly it started to sink in somehow.
Yes.
And while I was in corporate, I then made an effort to get myself an acting agent.
Nice.
And yeah, once again, the rest is history.
Now, the amazing thing about the characters you play is they are complex, they are real. We don't know if we like you, if we don't like you. We have seasons of just wishing you would get killed in that episode. Why do you pick those roles specifically?
Most people in the South African acting space can't say they decide. I started off in a cameo role, a lawyer on Mobango. And then as luck, well, I always say luck is when opportunity meets preparation. But right, as that kind of luck would have it, I then wrote to Friedrich Stark at Generations, who was the producer. May his soul rest in peace. And I said, I want to act, and I think you should see me. In fact, I think if you don't see me, you're missing out.
It's your loss.
Like your loss. And I know you're busy, but when you're having lunch, I can come through. And he read my email and he's like, who's this cheeky nobody? Then he actually called me and took me up on it and said, okay, come, let me see. And so that's where I got my first major role, and this was now on Generations, and that's where the rest of the world picked up that I could play cheeky, yeah, sleazy, sexy, cheeky, I don't know, whatever, combine anything that will irritate the audience. That's kind of how I got in there. But after that, I mean, I was on Abomzala on SABC 1, which is a comedy, and I mean, I looked ridiculous on that one. So I guess the versatility does help.
Yes.
But then when I did get my first villain, I guess then I started getting typecast, and they're like, well, she does it very well, and so
let's get her.
2 scripts in a row, I then am a villain.
Do you ever find yourself getting in trouble in malls when people see you? Does that still happen?
No.
Where people feel like you're playing the character?
No, especially, I don't think it happens, but it certainly doesn't happen to me. I pride myself in being a very nice person.
Yes.
So usually by the time you're coming over there, I'm already smiling. I remember the other lady in the mall said, I thought when I met you, I was going to hit you, but hey, nice, what am I going to do now? Like, I said, can I take a picture with you? Like, begrudgingly, I'm like, well, sure, if you
need it.
No, I smile a lot. It will be very difficult to hit me because I don't give the same energy as I give on TV.
Now, you also have such a recognizable voice. What made you decide to get into the radio space, and how is that treating you so far?
A lady who was doing my styling on a shoot that I was doing 4 generations, actually, she said, why don't you do radio? I think she planted the seed because she was always stuck in my head. And since then, I started sending a radio demo to Umhlabonene because I was very clear that I wanted to speak isiXhosa on air. I just thought that's where I could have the most impact at the time.
Absolutely.
And I sent my demos from 2012 to 2021. Without any luck, but also when it's your time, it's your time.
That's
because
the
then
thing.
Suddenly in 2021, without me having done anything for at least 4 years in terms of trying,
Yes.
they called me. And at the time, the timing wasn't right because now I'm in Durban shooting and I can't be in Joburg every day doing a drive time show, which is what they were offering at the time.
Yes.
So I had to decline 2 shows before I could take the weekend show, which is all I could do at the time. And then, of course, you know, when you want something badly enough, the universe conspires to make sure you get it. So I came back to Joburg, I'm shooting here now, and then I was able to do the midday show, which is what I'm doing now.
I love it. And what does the future look like for Lusanda in your own eyes?
Actually, the future is futuring right now.
Aight, girl.
Listen,
Yes, please.
So I got my first 26-episode drama series commission, so I became a producer. And
Madness.
within a month after that, I got funding for my next film. So then I had 2 projects that I'm working on as a producer. So my future is an executive producer, is an actress, is primetime radio, which I'm currently doing, is to continue with it, is my clothing business, Zazi Zitande Zitembe, which is currently in operation as well.
I love it.
But I just want to grow the stuff I'm currently doing. So I want everything that I do to always talk to each other, radio, TV, voiceovers, producing, but it's all in the entertainment space behind and in front of. And it's working right now, but I just need to now capitalize on it and make it bigger.
Lovely. And what a beautiful thing for us to view as well. We all want to find ourselves going into different corners, and to see it being done so well by you is a beautiful thing to witness.
Thank you so much.
What an exceptional conversation with Lusanda. Thank you again for sharing your inspiring journey with such honesty and warmth. We'll be back with Lusanda a little later in today's show. Coming up, how to help your newborn baby sleep more peacefully, and Zoe Modiga talks music and fashion.